Okay, this is GLD, that's the daily. The big pattern that I've been working with is still there and is still possible. There is not any sign that I need to abandon it. On the other hand, what I expected to develop here as a B, if you remember, we were here and I said to you that's likely the end of the A. We're going now for a bounce B. Yeah, we got that bounce, but it is possible that that B, if it is going to be a B, yeah, because you can never know, it could actually develop into something else completely. And what I'm talking about is this. It could actually exceed this level. If it does, then it's a whole different ballgame. Then the whole idea of my ABC here collapses completely. But the thing is that we have seen a development that looks like 5 legs right from the bottom. It's reasonably impulsive, and it calls, given that it is a 5-wave structure, it calls for further upside after a brief correction. So imagine to yourself, it's just going to go sideways, it's going to drop to, let's say, 118, 117, and then given that you have 5 legs up, you expect continuation, and that could come in the shape of another bounce. Okay, and that's the moment of truth, because if that is indeed an A and that's a B, it's not going to exceed this level. It's not going to exceed this level that comes at 123, 28 or so, right here. It's not going to exceed that. It's going to find resistance too difficult to overcome, and it's going to reverse course and basically break down in a big C. If it does go above this level, as I said, it's going to change the whole thing, and it is almost certainly going to be very bullish. Okay, it's going to be very bullish. All I can emphasize at this point in time is that you get ready after what we have seen here is likely to generate a correction, as I just said, towards 117 or so, and then watch carefully, because if it does go down and it sort of gets stuck here, it goes sideways, it is signaling that it's preparing for another wave up. Okay, if it breaks 117 and a half, let's say it breaks under this level, 117.30 or so, and it reaches towards 116.30 right now, as I'm showing you like that, then you can assume that this is coming. So in fact, this has to be subdivided differently. The B might have ended here. It's actually now in the C. It's going down. So that is really the zone of, if you like, the big question mark here. How it's going to behave around here if it does come down. If it comes down like that and it bounces back to recheck the top, it's almost certainly telling you that it's now going to consolidate and it will continue higher. That's how I would go about reading the price action as it evolves. Now here's gold, that's spot gold, and it's showing us the important resistance level that we have here, 1260. Yeah, and I said that if we do jump about 1260 and we have consolidation here, that will almost certainly target the higher level right here. That becomes the critical level for us. Should be clear to you from the explanation that I provided on GLD. But the point is that as long as it doesn't run above this level, which comes at 1296 or so, okay, right, the peak that was registered here, as long as it doesn't run above this level, the option of this turning into a B is right there. There is nothing in the world that we can do to deny, if you like, gold the possibility of actually ending up giving us a B like that. Do you see what I'm saying? This is relatively impulsive, but it could still work out as an A, B, C that will be a B, and it will come down in a major C like that, exactly as the big pattern here is showing you. And again, this is our critical level. It runs above this level. It's almost certainly very bullish, and it will perhaps indicate that this is the right wave count. That's 1, that's 2, and it will go up in the third wave. Once it crosses this level, it establishes a base here. I think the next level would likely be 1380, but I'm not terribly certain it's going to happen. I'm going to take it step by step. We'll see how it's going to evolve. That's what I would say at this point. Here's silver, and in silver I have mapped out here a pretty complex pattern. I hope you are not going to, I'm not going to lose you. I'm going to walk step by step as I explain this. Silver here is on the daily scale. That is my A. Coming down, I have ABCX, ABC, that gives me an A. In fact, what we are doing here is a complex B. Okay, it's a very complex B to be sure. Lots of ABCs here, but that's our A, first element. That's our ABC, which is B, the second element of this triangle, ABCD. Do you see? That will create the B, the diagonal. This pattern I'm showing you, that will serve the base later on for an explosion back up above the July high here registered in 2016. Okay, so we are now, A is behind us, B is behind us, and we are working on the C, and the C could become very complex. I have a feeling it is a pattern. I mean, it's a wave count definitely worth considering at this point. Otherwise, I wouldn't spend time showing you this. That is the first element, A. That is going now into a B. The B is indicating that the A is over. That's an ABC that gave us the A. A, B, C here, that gives us the B. And out of that C, we have seen only the 5 legs going up. So it's all tiny, if you like. It's sort of a tiny scale. I'm going to show you, going to open it further so you can visualize what I have in mind. Do you see? That's an ABCA. That's an B right here with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's an A. That's going to be a tiny BC, giving you the C. And in the case of silver, it will be very helpful to see silver not being able to run above 17.7. Okay, getting knocked down by the resistance that we have at this zone right here. Getting knocked down, having delivered an A, B, C like that, giving us another tiny ABC, another sort of going nowhere here. That's going to take a few weeks, definitely. That will terminate the B, and upon termination, we should see the C unfolding in this way, going to under the low registered here. Okay, I ignore this. I think this is a spike, wrong data feed here. I think that was the bottom right here at 15.2. Okay, so in short, that is the message coming out of silver. I'll jump here to the 60 minutes so you can see. That's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Running up, that could be a 3, 4, and that's a 5th. Okay, it's not ideal, but there is prospect here for a 5-wave run. Here we go. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there could be further upside, not a lot. Further upside towards 16.6, 16.8, and then come down, consolidate a bit. We're talking about a 60-minute scale, yeah? And then a rebound back above 16.8 would tell you that I'm probably on the right track, treating this as an ABC, or it could be 1, 2, 3. But I don't think so. I think that's likely an ABC.